Alright, welcome back to my Assassin's Creed 2 stream, the totally professional stream playthrough. I'm joined today by Zeke. What's up, Zeke?
Hello! I'm happy to meet your acquaintance once again.
To meet my acquaintance. Keeping up the trend, we are totally professional
Yes.
at
Yes. Can't you
content
tell?
creation.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, if we just speak like we're high and proper, people will think we have a clue what we're doing, which is good.
Yes, and
Because we absolutely do not.
yes, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know much, but if I speak with a proper accent, then maybe people will listen to what I have to say for absolutely no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, where are you at right now?
So we're still pretty early in the game. Ezio's father and brothers were hung in Florence, and he killed the guy that was responsible, the traitor that was directly responsible for that. Then they fled and are now at his family's villa. He just was saved by his uncle Mario. So that's basically where we are.
Mario.
That happened already. They already had that line. But you do know that's an actual line, right?
No, I had no idea.
That's an actual line. Yeah, that if you look at the
Oh my
episode before
God.
this, he just said that.
Damn.
But yeah, so right now we just got there. Ezio's planning on taking his family farther away from Florence, and his uncle has a different thought.
Okay.
Don't worry. We're only staying here for a little while.
I don't like it here. I want to go home.
I know.
That was the most 2008 cutscene I've ever seen.
2009, and they did a lot. They did a lot more cutscenes in this game. That being said, that doesn't mean that their models were much better. You will see that a lot. Just kind of wave it off.
Salute, uncle. I did as you asked.
And quickly too, ben fatto. Now, let's teach you how to fight.
No. As I said, we are leaving.
Ezio, you barely held your own against Vieri. You won't survive a week on the road. If you want to leave, so be it. But at least do so armed with the skills and knowledge necessary to defend yourself. If not for me, for your mother and sister.
Fine.
Ottimo.
I thought he was only qualified to teach me plumbing.
To be sure, but offense alone
Yeah.
will not carry a battle. You must survive long enough to strike. I will teach you how to dodge.
You said my father was
Who
more
would
than
have
just a
known that
banker.
Mario has all this anger?
Yeah,
No use
Ow.
dancing around it, I suppose.
there we go.
Your father was an assassin, Ezio.
I told you before. My father was a paper pusher.
He was born and bred.
Oh dang it! I did too good at the skill. I missed that whole scene.
Bene, I've taught you how to avoid your enemy's attacks.
Wow.
Now you'll learn.
I've gotta
how to
suck at
turn
the next skill.
your advantage.
All this
Scribe.
talk of
Why-
assassins and Templars.
You're just...
It reeks of
You're
fantasy.
too amazing at this, bro.
Like something from an
I pressed a
parchment
button.
covered in arcane writing, perhaps.
How did you know?
You have your father's
You
blade.
need to
I
channel
figured you have the codex
your
page
inner-
holding as well.
Codex.
See,
rub.
guide to the inner workings of the order, its origin, purpose, and techniques.
That shouldn't be too hard.
Your
It's
father
not.
believed the codex contained a powerful secret, something that would change the world.
I know.
Perhaps it's why they came for him.
Assassins, Templars, Codex pages.
Oh, damn.
This is a lot to take in.
You
He's
need
a
to
left
open your
hook.
mind, Ezio. Always remember, nothing is true, everything is perceived.
He said the thing. Is that all you're gonna say? Okay. I hate it when they tie dialogue into very easy objectives. It's like, I have
Yeah.
to purposely be bad at this. You saying anything? No? Okay.
Your mama can't help you this time. Come get me.
Ow.
I hate this.
Ow. You know, that's a really useless skill, because you usually say it and they immediately
Why do you
attack
need to learn how to
You're
taunt?
making fine progress, Ezio.
I don't know.
Today I'm going
I don't
teach
need you
you
to tell me how to talk
position
shit.
yourself in battle. Where you stand and how you move can make all the difference. Don't think I haven't seen you picking apart my library. I trust you believe me now?
Yes, my father was an assassin. But why the need for such secrecy?
Are you familiar with the Templars? One of several knightly orders formed during the Crusades. History teaches they were disbanded nearly 200 years ago in
That was
France.
retconned by Valhalla.
Only they weren't. Merely pushed underground, where they continued their nefarious work.
What work?
The Templars seek dominion over man, and we, the assassins, are sworn to stand against them.
Was Uberto one of them?
Yes,
And the other names on my father's list?
Templars as well.
That means
Do I hear an
Vieri.
airplane?
Just like his father, Francesco. Likely the entire
I think he's just
Pazzi
wind.
family.
Oh.
Hey,
So I was
would
like, I
explain
don't
many
know if they
things.
have airplanes in Italy yet. You know that Leonardo's around, but
Actually, just wait till later in the game.
defeat
That's
Mario.
right. Today, I am the turtle. I've waited for this for so long.
You accidentally murder Mario.
This is really easy.
That would suck.
Well done, Nipote.
You're an assassin?
You've really come into your own.
Thank you, Uncle, for all you have given me.
Your family. Such is my duty and my desire.
I'm glad you had me stay.
Good. You've reconsidered leaving.
We sail for Spain in 3 days.
But Nipote, I have given you these skills that you might be better prepared to strike against our enemies.
And if they find me, I will.
You want to leave, Ezio? To throw away everything your father fought and died for? To deny your heritage?
Or his eyes.
Come voi. Arrivederci e buona fortuna.
Uncle, wait! Why is he so upset?
How can he not be? Vieri's been harassing us ever since you first arrived. To be expected, I suppose, given his heritage.
I will remind you, these textures are at max.
Yeah,
They always look like that on PS3, I remember.
this was back in the time where they didn't really care what the PC version looked like.
Yeah. That's why it just bothered me they didn't bother to
Uncle!
carry the Ezio remaster.
Where is everyone? They
Over to
arrived for
PC.
San Gimignano to
Yeah.
slay that snake, Vieri. I wish to...
Vieri di Pazzi, the youngest member of the second most notorious Florentine banking family, this kid knew how to burn right through his father's money. Outside of spending sprees involving weaponry, exotic animals, and clothes, he was fiercely competitive. Vieri hosted races of all kinds, boating, horseback riding, running. All of them rigged, of course. And get this, if through some amazing stroke of luck he ever lost, he'd invite the winner's entire family over for a victory dinner and serve them a meal to die for.
Bruh.
He seems like a good guy.
Yeah, he seems, his profession is being a noble. That seems,
Join them.
that's pretty cool.
You'll find what you need at
About
the
right.
stables.
I don't think he historically existed. The Pazzis were an actual family, and if you actually watch Medici on Netflix, their second season is all about the Pazzis and their conspiracy. But I don't think Vieri ever actually existed.
Like, and also, if you're competitive, like if you're extremely competitive, but you always cheat and you always win, then I think that defeats the purpose of being competitive.
Oh, see, you have a point, and you see, the thing about that point you just made is, oh, you're dead. So, what were you saying?
Apparently nothing. Everything's fine.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad we have this understanding.
Me too.
Alright. Oh, I
Did you see
guess
that
there's...
there was a tornado warning in the...
Yeah, not too far away. I did hear about
Yeah.
that. And my brother was saying there was one in his area. And there was some pretty massive downpours here earlier.
Where does he live again? I won't...
About like an hour north.
Where...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's...
You're good. I know how to be slightly vague.
Ezio, look at her. I still can't get her to talk. She spends all day and night in front of those feathers Petruchio used to collect. She can't let them go. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry. She'll come back to us. I know it.
Ah, the feathers.
The staple collectible in every Assassin's Creed.
I'm wondering when they stopped doing feathers. I think they were done with them after 3.
AC Unity had them.
They had cockades. I don't think they had feathers.
Oh, in Black Flag.
Did Black Flag have them?
Yeah.
I know they had
ones
animus.
that-
They had animus fragments and stuff.
I thought they had.
I don't think they had
They're-
feathers.
I mean, they all act exactly.
Yeah, they're the same. It's just
same,
art.
though.
It's just
It's,
this. Well, this didn't actually introduce that then, because they were the banders in AC1. It's just feathers are the more memorable one because they're the dumber one.
so how long would that loading have
Eh,
taken on the PS3?
maybe 30, 40 seconds.
Man, I don't even remember loading like that. It's been that long.
How long does it take for your game to load Assassin's Creed now, Zeke?
And I don't want to talk about it. I'm still counting the weeks.
Wait, I was supposed to go back there. I was so eager to go to this city because it's one of my favorites in the game.
You just hurt that poor man.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not even sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little bit sorry. He seemed like a nice guy. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to go to... Oh, this is where. Okay.
But yeah, I just want to bring this up. I was in class earlier, and this person that it's next to me mentioned that like his piece is pretty great, right?
Right.
And I was like, well, it can't, like, I would assume that it's pretty great if you just, like, mention that, but what he mentioned that he has was insane. He has two 3080 Ti's in SLI.
Right.
10900K.
Gosh.
128 gigabytes of RAM
Right.
and water cooling, and he overclocked all of his components.
So
And-
what does he use this monster for?
Well, you would imagine that he would use this great machine
This
that
massive
he has
investment
now.
of money and time.
This massive investment. I learned that it was around $5
Yeah, it sounds like a 5K.
grand.
Yeah.
You would imagine that he does 3D modeling, engineering,
Yeah.
crypto mining.
Yeah.
any
Something
that-
to
no.
actually.
No,
Oh, what does he end up using it for?
he plays Call of Duty.
Is that literally all he does with it?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure Call of Duty looks really good on that system. Then, like, I'd hope for $5,000 to play a game you can play on a system that's only $400 if you don't get it scalped. I'd hope it must run really well then.
Yeah, but the thing that he's not that smart whenever it comes to computers in general, because he has 3080 Ti's and SLI, but the COD that he's playing does not support SLI.
So what you're saying is a large portion of that investment is completely useless.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And I
Huh.
tried letting him know that, but he just kind of ignored me.
I feel like let him just let him live in that world where he doesn't realize he just wasted, like, how much would you say?
1,500.
Let him live in a world where he doesn't realize he did that. I feel like you're just gonna hurt him. He'll come back. You'll see. You won't see him for a few days, and he'll come back just like a defeated looking man. All right, let's continue the story.
Ezio, what are you doing here?
Taking responsibility. Vieri troubles you because of me.
Vieri troubles us because he's a Templar, and we are assassins.
Either way, I wish to help.
Va bene. Then listen close. First, we must find a way inside the city, though it seems Vieri expects
Why are
us.
you glowing?
He has sealed the gates and sent his men to guard them. Fortunately for us, the city is larger
radioactive?
than his host. The southern gate suffers for it, so this is where we'll strike.
Assassin's Creed, Chernobyl.
I wonder if they'll ever make an Assassin's Creed in like the northern Asian region.
Like Mongolia /
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Like if they said it. Well, said it like during Genghis Khan.
That would be cool.
I mean, that'd be pretty.
All right,
In terms of
Ezio.
enemy variety,
Here's
it'd be
how
pretty
it is
close to
going
Ghost
to
of Tsushima in the
My men
end.
and
But
I will distract the guards.
it could still be pretty
Once
cool.
we have engaged them, get yourself over the wall.
I mean,
and find a way to open the gate.
Mongolia
Take
would
these
be a
throwing
perfect
knives. Use them to
Assassin's
dispatch
Creed
the
location,
archers.
at least for modern
I'm
games. Because I
ready when
mean,
you are.
all the modern
Then let
games
us
are just
begin.
massively empty open worlds, and that's exactly what Mongolia is.
Exactly. That's why it's a great idea.
It's perfect. Okay, how do I? Boom. Hey guys, I'm here
I love how
too.
they're completely ignoring the.
I guess I'll
assassin in
just
the
keep
room.
moving. No, I gotta stay. The objective's still here.
Violent.
helped. Ooh, this guy looks... Ooh.
Good for
Well
you.
done, Ezio. We're in.
Well done, Ezio.
How do I pick up a body? Okay, that's
Have they implemented that yet?
Yeah, that's in this game. Maybe it's because there's too many weapons everywhere. There we go. Got a sacrifice to the well.
That should be an achievement.
I want you.
That's
to
actually just
distract
a way to
those
hide
guards
bodies.
and keep them from raising the alarm. Hopefully, it will buy me enough time to find and silence Vieri.
Va bene.
Wait, Nipote. Take a few of my men with you, just to be safe. Come join me once they're dealt with.
Let's see, I can't air assassinate yet, so I'm gonna just do it this way.
Stay here.
But something has him on edge. How
He's
else to
so
explain all the patrols?
See,
Cool.
no.
Oh, those guys are very tall. Ezio is showing 6 foot.
Instead, he's turned this into nursery.
Oh wow.
And what?
That got their attention.
So I've always loved how video game NPCs only attack you one at a time.
I think they
even
do
though
get
they
better
can
at it
easily
later on.
overwhelm you.
Yeah. I was talking, Lorshak was talking to me the other day when we finished AC1. And he was, asking, like, how accurate, like, after taking, like, HEMA classes and doing fencing, how accurate is Assassin's Creed fighting? And basically all I said was, to put it this way, any time where it's 2 versus 1, the only accurate tactic is to throw the sword at one and run the other way. You don't fight when there's a group of people against you.
Yeah, if you're surrounded, I would just run.
Yeah, 'cause, I
there's no
mean,
reason to continue.
They
to fight.
can't help each other run faster, so your chances are much better if you to survive if you just run.
And that guy's not running that quick if he's like running for his life.
He's okay. He's just jogging and floating a little bit. Do you see that?
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
I see him. There.
It's all about execution.
May you soon rot in the hell you so richly deserve.
What'd you just say to me?
You just gonna kill him too.
Madre Santa, time to leave.
You can't bring out your blade.
I can, but I don't want to kill him. I just want him to learn a lesson.
Time to leave.
One that he's not quite learned
See,
yet.
but you could teach him the eternal lesson.
He's a killer. Guard.
Well, if you throw him down there, you'll definitely kill him.
Well, I didn't get a notification that I killed a civilian, so we're all good.
Ezio, your uncle's under attack and needs help. Go to him.
Oh, to Mario.
Oh wow, there's actually a fight going on here.
I wonder if he ever stops to analyze, like, wow, I've murdered a crap load of people.
Dude, this is Assassin's Creed. You don't think about it.
You don't think about it.
There you are. It seems my plan has hit something of a snag. Vieri's men
What
ambushed
plan did you
Now
have
we've got our
here?
hands full. My brothers and I will deal with these guys.
Overwhelm the
I
enemy
want you to go on ahead and root out that snake.
with their
See that justice is served.
numbers, I guess.
So my plan is to, well, throw a bunch of men at the wall and eventually one of them will get in.
I mean, the plan kind of, I think it'll work. Probably.
It's just like, it's so extra. Do they need all this distraction?
No. Well,
I can't assassinate him yet. Not like that.
notoriety -75.
Yeah, killing those guys lowers your
Oh.
notoriety.
Oh, hell. I just wanted a quiet day.
You said I need to find a poster where I get it done
That
soon.
would be a man. Better have a look.
I just played. He's not there.
Let them handle it.
Milano has
Yeah.
nothing on me. I have the sharpest claws of all.
This is one I
Yeah.
really like this town. It's such a traditional Italian city.
It is. I like it. But yes, oh wait.
It's settled. Vieri, you will remain here to coordinate the mercenary. Francesco will organize our forces in the city and send word when it's time to strike. Jacopo, your job is to calm the citizens once the deed is done.
What of that ubriacone Mario? He continues to harass my forces, and I fear he'll discover what we intend.
He's always been trouble. Just like that bastardo brother of his.
Then let me reunite them, father.
There will be plenty of time to clean up the refuti when we're finished. Now, is there anything else? Muy bien. May the Father of Understanding guide you.
May the Father of Understanding guide you.
Comandante! Comandante!
What?
Mario Auditore has invaded the city. He comes for you.
Then let's not keep him waiting.
Anyway, I was gonna mention about the person in my class who has the $5,000 computer. What causes a person to make that kind of investment without implementing the research before?
Well, I think firsthand it involves having the money to begin with, and money not being too much of an object to you.
Yeah, I can just never imagine that. I can never imagine like even if I had a lot of money. I would hope that you would at least be able to explain all of your choices
Yeah.
that you made.
What are you and your allies planning? Is this what my father discovered? Is this why he was killed?
I'm sorry. Were you hoping for a confession?
Pezzo di merda! Vorrei solo che avesse sofferto di più! Hai avuto la fine che meritavi! Spero che
Enough, Ezio! Show some respect.
Respect?
Some
All that's
respect.
happened. Do you think he would have shown either of us such kindness?
You are not Vieri. Do not become him. Che la morte ti dia le pace che cercavi. Requiesca in pace. Take this. Read it when you have the time. Our work here is finished. Let us return to the villa.
I'm kind of proud of how well that one went down, actually.
That was like instantaneous.
Yeah. But yeah, to what you were saying before, though, I don't know how anyone could like put down that kind of money for such like to get so little out of it.
Yeah, like you don't need 128 gigs of RAM
No.
because, like, if you're playing COD and you're not also he's not a streamer or anything
Right.
like that. He just plays COD.
Right.
You don't even need a quarter of all that RAM.
Right. It's, like, unless like you think he's trying to make an argument for future-proofing it, which doesn't sound like the kind of person that's doing that. Because I really doubt there's going to be any time soon we're really going to need that much RAM.
The past, a vast web of connections and interconnections, all ruled by chance. Or is it?
So since I know you're new to the Assassin's Creed 2 thing, this whole thing, these are hidden around the world. They're kind of little puzzles to solve to give you some more understanding about the overall mystery. One of the things the older games did really well. And this is obviously Queen Elizabeth. And it's also very easy because this is like the first one. It's like the second one in the game. So she had an apple. We already know about this one from Unity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all these truth puzzles are just early concepts for later games. Yep. Well, that's 2 out of 3 of this are all explore later on. This is back when the whole storyline, ancient world storyline was still a mystery.
No, I kind of miss it being a mystery.
Whoa. This looks comfortable.
Yes. It looks like the most comfortable position.
But no, I agree. That's one of the things they really have struggled with. Like, early on in, like, AC2 and Brotherhood and these days, when you didn't know anything that was going on, all this stuff was just so... Like, every piece of the puzzle you'd get would just raise more and more questions as to what it meant.
Exactly.
And now
like, that was part of the charm.
Nowadays, they use that whole storyline to just justify the more ridiculously fantastical stuff they want to do, like sending you to Atlantis or Ragnarok now.
Yeah.
And while those can be fun, it doesn't have, like you said, does not have nearly the same charm that the way these games had.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll
Here
be
no problem.
right.
Our campione Ezio.
Oh, hey, Ezio! I see you wasted no time starting the celebration.
And why not? You've done us a great service, Nipote. With Vieri dead, La Toscana will grow quiet once more. Do you know what that means?
Basta lavorare.
Si passa tutto il giorno a bere.
E a puttane! What? It's true.
Come, Ezio, walk with me.
Yes, uncle. The Pazzi answer to another. Spaniard.
He is Rodrigo Borgia, one of the most powerful men in all of Europe, and leader of the Templar Order.
Which makes him responsible for the murder of my father and brothers.
Yes, and he will kill you too, given the chance.
Then I must stand against him if I wish to be free. But not until every other Templar has fallen to my blade. Father's list will guide me.
Where will you go next?
Firenze. Francesco de Pazzi will share the fate of his son.
A sensible next step. No doubt he intends evil for the city. All right, that's enough grim talk for one night. I'll be in my study if you need me.
I shall read the letter my uncle gave me.
Messer Francesco, I have done as requested and spoken with your son. I agree with your assessment, though only in part. Yes, Vieri is brash and prone to act without forethought. And he has a habit of treating the mercenari like playthings. I have received reports of at least 3 men being disfigured as a result. But I do not think him, as you put it, beyond repair. Rather, I believe the solution to be a simple matter. He seeks your approval, your attention. These outbursts of his are a result of insecurities born out of a sense of inadequacy. He speaks of you often and fondly, and expresses a desire to be closer to you. So, if he is loud and foul and angry, I believe it is simply because he wants to be noticed. He wants to be loved. Act as you see fit on the information I've given you here. But I must ask that we end this correspondence. Were he to discover the nature of our conversations, I fear what might become of me. Yours in confidence, Fra Giocondo.
Back.
Hello. Didn't miss much. They just name dropped the big bad.
Sweet.
Look familiar?
On their codex pages.
Yes. Your father managed to find and translate a few before he...
Here.
This is not your father's work. Someone else has translated it.
Leonardo da Vinci, a friend.
Do you see the way the words cross from one page to the next?
There is something underneath it all. Some kind of map. Where is it supposed to lead?
Your father and I managed to make out bits of a prophecy scrawled across these pages. It was written by an assassin like us, who long ago held a piece of Eden. His name was Altair. He spoke of something powerful and ancient hidden beneath the land.
What is it?
What indeed? Solving that little mystery is exactly why we collected these pages.
Then let me help. Each time I take on my father's work. All of it. I start with the page I took from Vieri. Leonardo will decode it for us.
Bene. Return here when time permits, and we'll add it to the wall.
Alright.
I already reached the village viewpoint, but okay. I guess I'll do it again, like a scrub. This place is so cheery.
It reminds me of Dead Money a little.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it could be a very nice vacation spot if it wasn't, like, so decrepit. I mean, there's still people living here, but... Whew.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live here.
Well, luckily that's
It's always, like, almost raining.
Well, luckily, as you fix up the town, the weather seems to get better. That makes sense, right?
Yes, of course.
I think because you build a new brothel. I think that does it. That was the first renovation you have to make. You have to make your priorities right.
Certainly lifts the spirits of the people.
Mm-hmm. No. So I was talking with Lorshak yesterday. We both kind of are in agreement here, where we think that honestly, these robes for Ezio are probably our favorite.
Yeah, well, they're the most iconic out of all of them.
Well, no, I'd say the Brotherhood ones are the ones that are typically the main ones people associate with Ezio.
I mean,
like in all the future games, they use the Brotherhood robes as like the Ezio legacy robes.
well, I mean, like in the eyes of popular culture.
Yeah. It just seems that Ubisoft is against the eyes of popular culture.
Yeah. Whenever I think of Assassin's Creed as a whole, I think of the white and red.
Yeah.
But also, how does he keep his hood on his head while he's riding and while he's parkour? Like, that must be pretty hard.
And like when you're fighting and the hood's in your face. Maybe that's why in Valhalla Eivor takes the hood off once you get into combat. And it's not just a really dumb way to ruin immersion. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I threw another Valhalla hit in there. I thought there was another codex page here. Just a chest. And a feather. I'm not going for the feather. There'll be time for feathers later. There it is. I love whenever the main objective involves getting collectibles.
Yeah, that's always the most interesting quest. I've noticed. That really improves the experience.
Yep.
So, what's the rumor for the next Assassin's Creed?
Well, Infinite's... Well, actually, no. Like, the future of Assassin's Creed is going to be Assassin's Creed Infinite, which I really don't know what that is. It's supposed to be, like, a platform from which all Assassin's Creed games will be based around. I don't know what that means. But the rumors are the next Assassin's...
terrible.
Yeah. Well, actually, the rumor is the next Assassin's Creed will be a smaller game based around the one actual assassin character from Valhalla, taking place in Baghdad.
Okay.
So, it's one of those things to be cautiously excited for. It sounds like they might actually be making an Assassin's game. It's, like I said, it's not going to be as massive or as endless. It's going to be a shorter one. It's kind of supposed to be a bridging a gap sort of game. Sort of like how Brotherhood was.
Concentrated.
Yeah, which is what Brotherhood was. So, who knows? It might be really good, it might be crap, but we'll see. If it's even close to an old Assassin's Creed game, then there we go. But, we'll find out.
Salute, Claudia.
Our uncle is un mostro. This is outrageous.
What's happened?
He's making me work. If Father was here, I'd never be stuck behind a desk like this.
And what are the terms of this supposed enslavement?
Since someone decided we're going to stay here, Zio Mario suggested we try and find the money to repair the villa. Problem is, there isn't any.
I bet I can bring in some money.
Oh, great. More work for me. Well, benissimo. If you start paying for improvements to the town, I'll keep track of them in this book. And since I have nothing better to do, I'll also make note of any objects you bring in from the outside. If you actually get this place up and running, travelers might visit and spend money. Although I doubt anyone will want to come this far out of the city. But if they do, I'll keep the money we make in this chest. You're going to have to show up to take it to the bank yourself. Because when it gets full, I'm just going to take the extra cash for myself. Capito?
Deal.
I'd take her way more seriously if her book wasn't so obviously blank.
Yeah, and I mean, it sounds like she's been waiting to mention this forever. Because it's like, alright, so I know I have a plan for when we overflow with the cash. I have a plan. It's like she's been an accountant for years.
Yep. I mean, they are from a banking family, so she might know a thing or two. But, oh, look at all the money I can collect.
Heck yeah. Getting that cheddar. That bread.
That sweet, sweet bacon.
Buongiorno. Is there something wrong?
Messer Mario hired me to deal with this mess, but I'm an architetto, not a miracle worker. Without money, I can't fix any of these buildings.
And if someone brought you money?
Then we'd be in business. You must be Ser Ezio. Am I right?
Uncle! I like this arquitecto.
He gets very observant when he can smell money.
If you want to fix up this town, I'm going to need it. I have a price list here for new shops and renovations. Just bring me gold, make a choice, and I'll begin at once. If I build you a shop, you, as the landlord, can purchase goods there at lower rates. If you invest more money in the shop, you get an even greater discount. As for renovations, well, you'll be bringing the town and villa back to life. As Ser Mario tells me, that was very important to your great-great-grandfather. Plus, when you buy shops and renovations, you'll be increasing the number of people who visit, causing your income to increase. So, let's take a look, shall we?
You see now, if this whole sequence was made right now, that whole monologue would be a gigantic wall of...
Yeah. If it was like a JRPG, it'd just be 30 minutes. It'd be
no one would ever read.
It would just explain every single mechanic that you, to the point where you're just skipping through at the end. So obviously I'm investing in the brothel.
Of course.
Well, that's all we need. That'll bring in all the people we need.
Yeah. It'll also increase the... it may increase the population. It's not supposed to, but...
It may. It may.
Oh, but I mean, also, if you're gonna be making the brothel, I would make an orphanage too. If you need.
I had a very dark joke I chose to not say.
Would you have said it if you weren't recording?
I would have, yes.
Okay.
Ezio, my boy, I think it's time I showed you something.
I'm more okay with saying it when there's only one person to judge how twisted my mind can get sometimes.
Yeah, well... You know, that's true.
How fast is he walking? Jeez.
At least it's more convenient than all out New Vegas where they walk
It was
slower
built by my great-grandfather.
Well, they do that a lot in this game, too.
The Assassin Order and protect its secrets. Look around. These are the assassins who guarded the freedom of humanity when it was most threatened. And this is the armor of Altair. Little is known about Altair's life, but his armor is light and very strong. I'd give it to you, but I don't know how to retrieve it. My great-grandfather told me it would remain locked away until all its protectors were made whole. I heard rumors of crypts located throughout Italia, hidden tombs filled with treasure, where these six were moved centuries ago. Maybe they have something to do with it. In my younger days, I sought the six myself, with no success. Perhaps you will have better luck.
All right.
In order to achieve perfect synchronization with Ezio, you have to get that armor.
There are three main series main characters, not playable characters, but three main characters in this room. We got Darius, he's in Odyssey. Amonette, yeah, she's from Origins, and obviously the guy.
Altair.
Yep.
Altair.
And I think they made this room before they realized that they were going to make the assassins have started in like 46 BC as opposed to like hundreds of years before. Because this guy was like 300 years before. like she was one of the founding members, and yet he was like 300 years before.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
They kind of explained it. I mean, it's obviously a retcon, but it's okay. It's one of those retcons that just it's not too big of a deal. I mean, the series is obviously way longer running than I think they expected it would be at this point.
Yeah.
So the original writer, I think, only expected there to be 5 games. He wrote it to
ending
end
with
3.
With 3?
I believe so.
But then they were like, but
hey,
bro,
this is a cash
makes
cow.
way too much money. for you to stop.
And with Black Flag being an absolute proof of concept there, they're like, yeah, we're going to keep making these every year.
Traditional remedies.
Now they're making Assassin's Creed Infinite.
Yep.
Which is gonna be a live service, right?
That's what they're saying, yeah. So I don't know what to expect from it. There's a lot of things it could be.
I personally hate most live service.
Yep.
Because it's like, it's not a product. It's more of like the promise of a product eventually.
Yeah. That's why I'm really not sure with it. But I'll wait to hear what it actually is before I say anything.
Yeah, I get it. Just
it being Ubisoft, I'm already very
pessimistic.
dubious. Yeah. They've been so vague about it so far, though, that I don't want to say anything yet. If it's like an MMO, that's just done.
Yeah, if it's an MMO, I don't really know how many people would even play it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have just what you need. Somewhere in the back,
Just gonna plan this viewpoint here.
This music is interesting.
I like the atmosphere music in AC2 so much. Like, for me, it's just so nostalgic.
One AC that I can't wait for you to play is AC Revelations, because I just love that. Like, I've never even really played it, but I just love that music.
Oh yeah, I think that one still is my favorite soundtrack in the series. But I think Black Flag being a close second, because that one also just sounds so good.
Yeah.
Where is Leonardo? I was just at his place.
Ezio, you are still alive.
Look at this place. The past 2 years have been kind to you.
But you are not the same at all, are you?
I was hoping you might be able to help me with something.
Anything for you, my friend. Ha! You found another one. How exciting. This one is tricky to break. Clever in its use of ancient languages. Maybe if I just... Oh, it seems to be a manual of sorts for different assassination techniques.
May I see it?
Wait, what's that? It's not so much a design this time, just a series of sketches. What to make of all this? Of course, and why not? What an inspired idea.
Can you make it for me while I try what's in that manual fragment?
Take it. I'll have my assistant set up some dummies for you to practice with. Hey, Vincenzo!
You know, Leonardo is so smart. He just, like, looked at that. Like, and immediately was like, hey, I know exactly what this is.
He's able to put things together in no time at all, too. Like, it would take me longer to, like, microwave a Hot Pocket than the amount of time it takes him to, like, create, like, a new masterpiece of engineering. Mainly because I'd get the time wrong a lot on the Hot Pocket. I'm not good at using microwaves.
Not many people are.
No. And, okay, while we're talking about microwaves, I just want to bring up, why have they not created, like, a mute setting so that whenever you're, like, the one person awake in your house...
Exactly!
Like, and you feel the urge for, like, microwave pizza or something, you don't have to wake everybody up?
You see, I just opened it up right before the alarm happens.
Yeah, but that takes more effort than it's... Like, it's just a button. It's a mute button, like...
They probably have that on, like, more fancy microwaves.
Yeah. It's a premium feature.
You want to be able to eat at night without disrupting all of your housemates? That'll cost an extra $200.
I just jumped into what looks like a bale of burning hay.
And is the person in front of you... Oh yeah, that's not real.
They're dummies, yeah.
I was like, that guy just... You're not a very good assassin if you're just running around with the blade in front of that. I mean...
I miss being able to just walk around and just open the blade up to feel like a badass. You know, because what could go wrong if you just do that?
Yeah, you can just accidentally murder people, it's fine.
It's actually not doing it, I'm surprised. Huh.
Toby, what's the matter with you?
I guess he doesn't just do it to people in this game.
What's the matter with you?
I'm kind of sad now. I wanted to kill someone.
Aw, I would be sad too about not being able to murder innocent civilians.
I've done it. Come quickly. Look. Take it. Try it.
Thank you, Leonardo.
Non c'è di che.
Wait, so he was able
There's someone I
to
need to
decode it
see while I'm
and
here.
implement
I cannot approach
its
him publicly.
technology within
know a
like
way?
a couple minutes.
Yep.
The fox. Capisco. But do you know
With
what a
scraps
fox
lying
will do?
around.
It's like, yeah, this looks pretty rudimentary. Have it after you in like a couple minutes.
Maybe he had pieces of one lying around, he just had to fix it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm looking for the Fox, La Volpe. For information on the Templars.
Wait, you got a second hidden blade?
That's what he just gave me, yeah.
Oh, God. Sorry.
You're doing great over there, Zeke.
I had a drink beforehand. Sorry.
Ugh, these guys.
How is he playing the lute with one hand?
Let us now. Money, money, money.
Oh my God. These people are thirsty.
Even the guard.
Money, money, money.
Alright. So who seems like they might be a thief? Oh.
Wow, the person that's highlighted is the thief?
The one that's dressed like every other thief in Italy, yeah.
Who would have known?
Just loitering there.
What? My pouch.
Oh,
my money.
your money. I don't have your money.
He goes from being really cocky to just be like, oh God! Oh, wrong person.
Why would you?
You're making a big
Stop
mistake,
and
my
stay.
friend.
Yeah, and also, why
Enough
would
of
you try and
this.
steal from a person that looks like an assassin?
Oh, I keep tackling priests.
Return what you've stolen.
Would if I could, but I can't.
Maybe they don't realize what assassins are. Oh, what? No! What?
I'll run you through when I catch you.
Dang it!
Oh my God.
The amount of people I'm just randomly tackling.
Scribe, come on, Scribe, you can do it. He's eventually just gonna run out of animations.
There we go. Apparently I'm supposed to be on a rooftop for that.
In hurting you. Give me back my money and we'll call it even.
Not so fast.
What do you want? Who are you?
They call me many things. Murderer, tagliagole, thief. But you may call me La Volpe. At your service, Messer Ezio.
How do you know my name?
It is my business to know everything in this city. Isn't that why you're here?
Indeed. I need to find someone. To know where he'll be before even he does.
Who?
Francesco de Pazzi.
There's word on the street of a caravan just arrived from Roma. A secret meeting at sunset tonight. You can learn something of Francesco's whereabouts there.
Do you know where it is to be held?
Ma certo. Let me know when you are ready, and we'll go. Ah, yes. Here is your money.
Oh, we got 1,500.
Yeah.
My God.
You get paid for just finishing missions in this game for some reason.
Follow
Yes,
me.
that's cool.
But we must move fast. Think you can keep up?
Nessun problema.
I climbed higher.
That's very impressive, Scribe.
What are you doing back there? I said to keep up with me.
I love the racing music in this game. It would help if I was better at the races themselves, though.
Yeah. Like, you took the most inefficient path. Now it's pretty good.
Just curious where he is. If I just wait here for a minute, will he show up? I don't think he will.
Maybe they couldn't bother animating him.
Here we are. Francesco di Pazzi is meeting his people inside that church.
How do I join them?
There are catacombs that run under the city. They will lead you to a place where you can eavesdrop on the meeting. Grip that stone handle. Turn it, then slide it down.
Thank you for all your help, Volpe.
Buona fortuna.
And no one has done that.
He was sparkling.
Yeah.
For anyone to do
No
that.
one has touched it. Like looking at like statues, when you got like famous statues that have like gold bits on them because people keep rubbing it. That's the same way. Someone would have grabbed that. It looks like a bowling ball. This place is very cheery. I don't know who they hired to put the bones in here, but they need to be fired. Like,
yeah,
virtually none of the bones are actually in the cubbies.
Yeah, like, how did they even arrive there?
Did they just toss them in?
Is there like an earthquake or something?
Well, I mean, it's an ossuary. Those are an actual thing in Europe, where that's whenever you would only really have a plot in a cemetery for a certain amount of time. Then once either you stopped paying or once the time had gone up, they would remove your remains and put them in an ossuary. Oftentimes, that's what these catacombs are. That being said, they usually put it in a way that's better than just tossing them on the floor.
Yeah. But who will know unless they head in there?
True.
So, I guess.
It's a pretty elaborate
Not alive
place to keep
anymore.
hidden.
Wow, look at all these platforms for you to park.
This is like classic video game stuff, though.
Yeah. All of these conveniently placed poles.
They're like the gargoyles in Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Why was that gate there?
Plot. Purely plot.
Just cuz. That would have hurt my knee. Or my shin. For anyone that's not an insane assassin, that would have been useless.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way. I would have never tried to make that jump.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, well, I don't know what to do now.
We have to stand here, Saverio. It's so cold.
What do you want, Hilario? Mr. Patsy is paying us good money to watch the entrance, and the dead won't try to murder us. I can't wait to go home to Elena and tell her how much gold we made tonight.
Should we tell him?
Nah. Not yet, at least.
It does help. I pretty much have these things memorized now.
I'm really surprised how fast you got through Assassin's Creed 1.
Yeah, that one's not that long, all things considered.
They haven't changed that noise.
No.
Who's that on?
Well, they do later on.
It's getting clear.
Oh, there we go. Didn't I stop using that one after Rogue? That noise. It's definitely different in Origins.
Yeah, the modern ones changed everything about them.
Yeah. Nope, 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 nope. Never mind. There we go. This time I'll get it. Oh, I see what I was supposed to do.
Merda! The door! Keep watch while I go look. This was supposed to be an easy job.
I told you we shouldn't have come here. If I hear anything, I'm running to the other guard post. So help me God.
Can you imagine how you would need to be to pull off all of this?
Oh, very.
Like, holy crap.
Saverio! I'll be back with the other guards!
Yes. I think I got away.
Run faster! Leave me alone!
Got him.
I have to find a way out.
Why would you stop?
Run faster!
Yes. I think I got away.
Leave me alone!
I love how you went the harder way on purpose.
Guards! To arms! To arms!
Got him. This is closer to what an ossuary would look like. They're at least kind of put in a place they're supposed to be.
Okay.
That's where the poor people go.
It's those poor people.
Et benedictio Dei omnipotentis, Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, descendat super vos et maneat semper.
Grazie, Padre. Bernardo?
It's all here. Swords, staves, axes, armor, bows. Our men will want for nothing.
I take this gift to mean the Pope consents.
He gave his blessing to the operation. As long as nobody's killed.
We're all set for the Duomo in the morning, Signore. The bait's been laid, but it wasn't easy. His fool brother keeps changing his plans.
See, we'll need to be on hand to make sure Giuliano even gets out of bed for church tomorrow.
What is it, Jacopo? Do you think they suspect something?
Impossible! The Medici are too arrogant or too stupid to even notice. Likely a bit of both.
Do not underestimate our enemies, Francesco. Or have you already forgotten how your son was murdered?
We'll suffer no such surprises this time, Maestro. You have my word.
Molto bene. I should be off. I've some other business to attend to before I return to Rome. Gentlemen, tomorrow, a new sun rises over Firenze. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
Oh, and here's technically Darius.
Look at that statue. It's identical to one in the Villa Auditore. I think you've stumbled onto one of the assassin's tombs Ezio's uncle mentioned.
Now that we know the way in, I'll tag the landmarks containing tombs in the database.
Is this wrong? Am I grave robbing?
No. Not wrong at all.
Good.
Nobody's using it.
True.
It's fine.
You know, it wasn't until I had the high res of PC that I realized that the icon for looting is a hand that's grabbing something. I don't know what I always thought it was, but I never recognized what it actually was supposed to be.
Kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
I know where Francesco will be and when, but...
What is it?
I overheard something. They have weapons, enough for a battalion. Even the Pope has given support.
Typical of Sixtus, but... What the hell are they planning?
I couldn't understand the specifics, but it involves the Medici, and it begins tomorrow morning at the Duomo.
The Medici will all be there for Sunday service. Along with the rest of Firenze.
They're going to do it right in the middle of High Mass.
But it's also a chance for me to blend with the crowd, get close, and stop this madness.
If they succeed, if we lose Lorenzo and Firenze falls to the Pazzi...
It will not come to that. I promise.
I hope you are right.
Alright, let's go stop a conspiracy.
Alright.
Am I dreaming this?
No, no. No. The fun part of these games, buying stuff.
Exactly. That's what it's all about, right?
Oh yeah.
I suppose you only appear to be calm.
No need to be shy. Come forward.
Harbor no kindly thoughts for this hardened killer. He is... The citizens of Pisa have held the master...
That's the way to do it, you see. You always want... You'll give them the money
You always bribe the
to
priest.
shut them up, and then immediately rob them.
It's like GTA with the hookers.
I guess? I don't think I played enough GTA.
You pay him, then you can... That's what happens.
Yep, that is what happens.
Classic meme.
What else do you play GTA for?
Exactly.
There's Lorenzo and his wife. There's Giuliano, Lorenzo's brother. Where is Francesco? There he is. Time to strike.
Crepa! Traditore! Giuliano! No!
Holy crap, there's so many people with knives.
This did actually happen, by the way.
Your day is done, Lorenzo. Your entire family dies by my sword. Fuck! I'm killed! You brought this on yourself! Die! Just die already! Please! I need help!
Come on. Imagine this if other city guard would help.
Yeah. It would. I agree. No one really seems to care.
Everyone just... Well, the doctor over there is cowering a little bit. Everyone seems to have run away.
Ha! I'm more than capable of...
Ah! I was blocking for both of those!
You saved my life.
It's nothing. But the man who did this to you has to pay.
Ah! Not now. I need help first. To my home. People I trust there. Can you... Ah! Let's go. I'm losing a lot of blood.
Hang on, signore. I'm moving as fast as I can.
See, in modern Assassin's Creed games, you'd have to carry him.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
Francesco de Pazzi! I'll kill him. I'll wipe his entire family from the city. They'll be erased!
Quietate, signore. Conserve your energy, or I'll be delivering a corpse. We're almost there now.
How did I gain notoriety for that one?
Sweet lady, protect me! Merda! Assassino!
He's moving pretty well for being stabbed in the neck.
Yeah, I mean, if I were stabbed in the neck, I wouldn't be able to move too well.
Now! Move! Oh, no! I've not forgotten how to wage war. I had hoped that could be avoided. So be it. Ha! I'm more than capable of cutting you down. I've not forgotten.
All right.
Ha! I'm more than capable of cutting you down.
Fall in. Follow my... Lorenzo's been wounded! Aprite la porta!
What's the password?
Poliziano, open the maledetta porta.
By the thrice greatest, come in, quickly! The city is at war! Hurry!
Wait. I am in your debt. Tell me, why did you help me?
You are not the only one who lost a brother to the Pazzi. My name is Ezio Auditore.
Ah. You're Giovanni's son. Your father was a good man. He understood honor, loyalty.
The Pazzi thugs are storming the Palazzo della Signoria! We cannot hold them off much longer! No. If they get inside, they'll murder our supporters and put their own devils in power!
Then my survival would mean nothing. I have to... Francesco de Pazzi. Help save our city, Auditore. Kill him.
Oh,
Signori, I saw
I'm gonna
Francesco
be,
lead a battalion around the back of the Palazzo della Signoria. I fear he may be seeking another way in. Go, before it's too late. Do what you can!
You thinking there's a time to end it for this episode?
Signing
then?
off. Yeah.
Yep, no problem then. That's probably kind of what I was thinking. I was going to wait till next time to take this guy out. So I'm gonna just decline that for now. Ooh, that's fun. I haven't heard that noise before.
No.
But yeah, no problem. for everyone that chose to watch with us, thank you and have a good time. Have a good night. Thanks for joining me, Zeke.
No problem. No problem at all.
All right, signing off.